Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise, number 7. Last episode, we took on the Grapplers, and second year pitcher Paxton Griffith got his first career regular season victory with a complete game shutout over the Grapplers, winning 5-0. As we took care of business against another non-divisional opponent, winning our second straight game, putting us back at 500 on the year. We're now jumping into a 5-game road stretch here in the middle of the season, which comes with 2 doubleheaders. And our last non-divisional opponent of the season will kick it off here in game number 7. And we'll be taking on the last place Wideloads, who come in at 1-5. They'll be sending veteran Manuel East to the hill. He is 0-1 with a 5.06 ERA and a 1.50 whip in his 5th year here in the league. And on the mound for us will be Emily Bonventre, 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA and an 0.29 whip for the 3rd-year starter. And in the lineup for today's game for us, leading off will be the Wink out in center field. Following him is head of the class Diaz at second base. Then over in left field batting third is Buck Big Country Swiner. Batting fourth behind the dish is catcher Bern Oliver. Then batting fifth it is shortstop Jameer Shoei. Batting sixth, getting the start in right field today, is Carter Balls Mahoney, as he'll give Warrimore a day off to finally fully heal from his knee injury. Batting seventh will be backup first baseman Atticus Macias, getting his second start of the season, as he'll be in for the injured Doherty, who unfortunately dislocated her shoulder last game trying to make a diving catch in the field in the middle innings of that game against the Grapplers. So she's going to be out for at least the next 4 or 5 games. Batting 8th will be third baseman Ed the Man Manning, and batting 9th will be the pitcher Bon. Let's go ahead and get it on. Looking at the Wideloads this year, they are not a horrible team on paper. They have very good defense, a very good starting rotation, and their bullpen contact and speed are all good. Their power is abysmal, though. That's the only thing this team is lacking, but for whatever reason, they just haven't gelled. They come in at 1-5. They're in last place in their division, tied for last place actually, and they need a win desperately to stay in the playoff hunt, because their playoff chances are by the second if they keep this up, and I see why they're not doing so well. A lot of their guys not hitting particularly well. Rough there for them. Leading off for the Buzzards will be Wink, head of the class, and Big Country here up first against Manuel East. A one-time Buzzards pitcher back in his rookie year. Manuel East was our number 3 starter. He didn't do so hot, and that's why we got rid of him after 1 year, and his other 4 years in the league have all been with the Wideloads. Leading off will be the Wink, hitting .480, 2 RBIs on the year for Wink, and here's a look at East's numbers in more detail. In his first start of the year, East took the loss, only going 5 1/3 innings. He gives up 4 runs, only 3 earned, giving up 5 hits, 3 walks, 1 homer, and 5 strikeouts. Batting average against for him, .227 on the year. Not horrible numbers, he just didn't get the offensive support that he needed to win. See if he does well in this game. Wink ready to face him, here we go. Curveball in there at the letters, 0-1, we are underway. Sliders outside from Wink, 1-1. That is low, 2-1. Fastball ripped in the left field, that is a base hit for Wink, as he'll be on with the leadoff single. Following him is the head of the class, Diaz, hitting .211 on the year with an RBI. Looking at East's overall here, he's still a C+, just like when he came into the league in his first year. I think he was borderline B-, C+ territory. Just never grasped that minimal potential that he had, because he came in as an older rookie. I think he was like 24, 25, 26, something like that. He just never developed, it looks like. Looks like it was a good move, based on paper anyway. Diaz ready, here we go. Curveball low from East, ball 1. Curveball hangs, I should have crushed that one, 1-1 the count. Fastball up and in, Diaz will sky that to left center. That's going to hang up easily for the left fielder, Johnson, to make the catch, 1 down. Batting third is left fielder Buck Big Country Swiner, hitting .308 on the year with a homer and an RBI. Pick off the first, nothing doing as Wink is back safely. Probably not going to be stealing today with the arm of the catcher behind the plate here for the Wideloads, which is Hank Hard, who has one of the best arms in the league currently, so we are definitely not going to be testing our luck against him. That's basically at this point. Fastball away, misses to Buck, ball 1. Fastball up high, 2-0 the count to Big Country. Fastball middle in is fouled back, 2-1. Fastball up line to center field, and Big Country's going to deliver a hit as that 4th straight fastball is hit right back up the middle. First and second now with one down for the Buzzards. Now to bring up Burnout. Fourth year catcher is hitting .412 with 2 RBIs on the year, and he has RBI man active. Let's see if he can come through with his trait. Strike in there at the letters, 0-1. Heater inside from East, 1-1. Curveball drifts outside, 2-1 the count. Chased it outside on the changeup, 2-2. Forkball inside is popped up, shallow left center field. Coming on Johnson, he will run it down for the easy second out of the inning. And that'll bring up third-year shortstop Jameer Shoei, hitting .296, 3 RBIs on the season for Jameer. They're going to get back up over 300 in the batting average department. Fastball up and in is high, ball 1. Chops the second pitch on the ground to short. Easy play for Wynn, and that will end the inning at first. Bottom 1, we get 2 hits, but do nothing with them. Kruger, Wynn, and Yamamoto do up here against Bonbon, as she'll be up here in the first. Leading off is locked-in center fielder Daxton Kruger, hitting .440 on the year with an RBI on the season. Look at Bonbon's numbers on the year. She got the win in her first start, going 7 innings, giving up an earned run on 2 hits, with one of those 2 hits being a solo home run. She also struck out 5 batters. Her batting average against on the year is .091, 1.29 whip, and an .029 whip. Nice. .091 batting average against. Love it. Lineup for the wide loads after Kruger, it is the rattled shortstop second-year player Reeve Wynn. Batting third is the Tense third baseman Yo-Yo Yamamoto, the 7th-year player. Batting fourth, 7th-year first baseman Sage Spiesel. She is locked in. Batting 5th behind the dish is 7th-year catcher Hank Hart. Batting 6th, recently signed 7th-year left fielder Stallion Johnson. Batting 7th, second baseman Titus Klein. Batting 8th, out in right field, the 7th-year vet Jose Tremendo. And batting 9th is the pitcher East. First pitch 2-seamer up and away, high, ball 1. Last pitch down and away is low, 2-0. Cutter inside, skied by Kruger into right field. Mahoney back a few steps. He's there for it. And Balls will put it away, 1 down. Next up is Reeve Wynn, the shortstop, who is rattled on the year. 2nd-year player hitting only $174 with 1 RBI here on the season. First pitch to him, a curveball away. Outside, ball 1. Seamer inside, blew it by him, 1-1 the count. Slider low, in the dirt, 2-1. Seamer up, fouled off. 2-2 the count. Tough bat activates for Wynn. Down the way, fouled off again. We'll do it again here at 2-2. Seamer up and in. Wynn stays alive here. Slider up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. First punch in for Bonbon today. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up 7th-year third baseman Yo-Yo Yamamoto. He is tense, hitting only $125 on the year, but he has his contact first left-hander trait active. Slider low, grounded in the hold of second. Diaz there. Fields at the first cleanly, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Bonbon. To the second, we are scoreless. Mahoney, Macias, and Manning due up here against East. Leading off the inning is right fielder Carter Balls Mahoney, 6th-year player hitting .316, 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the season for Carter. Strike in there at the letters, 0-1. Slider outside misses, 1-1 the count. Fastball at the knees, ripped in a hole to third, past the third baseman in the left. That is a base hit. First hit of the game for Carter. He'll lead off the second inning with a base hit, and that'll bring up first baseman Atticus Macias. Back up hitting 4 for 10 on the year with an RBI. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball inside, caught the zone this time from East, 1-1. Fastball up and in, chopped at the middle, past the diving Klein into center field, base hit for Macias. First 2 batters on in the inning for the Buzzards. That'll bring up the man, Ed Manning. Team leader in RBIs with 5. He is also hitting .368 on the year. No home runs yet for Manning, but he's a pure contact hitter. I don't expect him to hit home runs. I expect him to get results. Slider outside from East is nowhere near the zone. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is high to Ed. 2-0 the count. Right down the middle with the heater. I should killed it. 2-1. Fastball up, skied into center field. Going back a few steps is the center fielder. Kruger there to make the catch. Nobody tags. That's a good idea, as Kruger is the best arm in the outfield. 1 down, and that'll bring up Bon. Pitcher hitless on the season. First and second here. Double play depth here for the infield. Bunt is shown. Bunt is down, and that is a successful sacrifice. Both runners advance. 2 down, 2 in scoring position now for the Wink. He is 1 for 1 with a single, looking to add to his RBI total this year. Big spot. Let's see if he can deliver. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, turned on by Wink and crushed into left field. It's got carry, folks, and it is in the nest as it lands 3 rows deep in left field. Wink delivers his first home run of the season, and that gives us an early 3-0 lead. First home run since last year's playoffs for Wink. He didn't have one in the regular season last year at all, so good for him. That'll bring up ahead of the class. Flew out to left center his first time up. He is 0 for 1. His East is now tense. Fastball in the first pitch, skied to left center, dropping quickly over the diving Wynn's glove. That is a base hit. Diaz on with his first hit today. He is 1 for 2. And that'll bring up Big Country, who singled his first time up and then was stranded at first base in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. 2 down, runner at first here for the Buzzards. Fastball in there at the knees from East, 0-1. That's high, up and in on the heater, 1-1. Slider middle away, line in the center. Another hit for Big Country as he'll drop that into center. He's 2 for 2 now. First and second now, with 2 down for the Buzzards in the third. That'll bring up Burnout, who popped out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. RBI man once again active for Burnout. Curveball up. That's lined in the gap left center field. He's not going to get away with another hanger as Oliver jumps on it. He's going to have a double, and that's going to bring in 2 more runs as it's going to be a 5-0 Buzzards lead. You love to see it. Next up is Shoei. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Granted, shortstop his first time up. Fastball middle away. Strike called as East is now rattled. Curveball away in there. 0-2. Quickly ahead is Manuel. Curveball below the knees. Chopped to short once again. Wynn charges to first in time, and that will end the inning. But the Buzzards jump on him for 5 as Winkelson delivers the big 3-run homer, his first of the year. And then also we get a big 2 RBI double from Burnout as the catcher brings in the other 2 runs. Bottom 2, Spiesel, Hart, and Johnson do up for the wide loads. Leading off is 7th-year veteran Sage Spiesel with power's left-hander and outside pitch active. She is locked in, hitting .333 on the year with 3 homers and 5 RBIs. First pitch fastball down and in. Chopped on the ground to short. Right at Shoei. He'll make the play to first. 1 down. Next up is catcher Hank Hart, 7th-year player, hitting .222 on the season. 1 homer, 2 RBIs. First pitch curveball down and in is skied into right field. Mahoney back a few steps. He's now coming in. He'll make the catch easily. 2 down. Base is empty for Stallion Johnson, 7th-year left fielder, hitting .200 on the year. Recently picked up from free agency. He's hitting 1 for 5 on the year. First pitch curveball down and away. Chopped to short. Charging his Shoei. He'll barehand it to first. In time, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Bon as she gets through it rather easily. To the third, it is 5-0. Mahoney, Macias, and Manning do up. I think that was a 3-pitch inning, actually. Nice. Balls is leading off the inning. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Started the rally in the second inning. Forkball in there for a strike, going 1. Fastball up, lined at the middle, base hit as it's past the diving Wynn in the center. Second hit of the game for Mahoney. He's 2 for 2. He'll be on at first, none down here for Macias, who also singled his first time up and also scored on the Winkelson home run. 1 for 1 today for Atticus. He's still rattled after the last inning as that fastball's high, ball 1. Fastball in there at the knees, 1-1 the count. Curveball hangs, Macias turns on it, rips it, but it is foul. 1-2. Fastball up, chases it, and fouls it back. Still 1-2. Slider middle in, turned on by Macias, ripped into the gap right center field, and this is just getting ugly, folks. That is going to be extra bases for Macias. That is going to be a double. Coming around third and trying to score is going to be Mahoney. He will beat the relay throw from Klein. It is 6-0 Buzzards. Second RBI of the year for Macias, and that'll bring up the man, Ed Manning. Flew out the center field his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Fastball middle away, line to third, over the diving Yamamoto into left field. That is a base hit. Holding at third will be Macias. Runners at the corners now, none down. That'll bring up the pitcher Bon Bon, who will not be bunting as she has a 6-run lead to work with, so she is free to swing away. Infield a double play depth here. Fastball up and away, strike called from East, 0-1. That is high on the heater, 1-1. Throw ball at the knees, line at the middle of the second. Easy catch for Klein on the soft liner, 1 down. Now to bring up Winkelson, who hit the 3-run homer last time up to kick off the scoring. He is 2 for 2 today. He's also singled, and he is now locked in. Curveball hangs again, and Wink rips it to left, but the liner goes right to Johnson. He makes an easy catch. 2 down in the inning. Now to bring up Diaz, 1 for 2 with the single. Last time up, he also scored on the double by burnout. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball away, misses, 2-0 the count. Fastball up and in, line in the gap right center. That is down for a hit. Second hit of the game for Diaz. He is 2 for 3, and that drives in a run. It is 7-0 Buzzards. Second RBI of the year for Diaz. Now to bring up Swiner. 2 for 2 day, 2 singles for Buck so far, as Big Country looks to deliver and keep the onslaught going here. Slider at the knees, crushed into center field by Swiners. That was a hanger. Will it get over the center fielder? Not quite, as Kruger runs it down on the warning track and stops himself from hitting the wall full force. 2 more runs, though, in the inning as the Buzzards extend the lead to 7. Bottom half of the third we go. Klein, Tremendo, and East due up. RBIs that inning to Macias and Diaz. Next up is second baseman Titus Klein, who is tense. Contact versus left-hander active for him. Hitting .286, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the season. Cutter up in the first pitch, check swing strike down the middle, 0-1. Four-seamer at the knees, check swing outside and low, 1-1. Dribble down and in, chop foul, 1-2. Two-seamer away, outside, 2-2. Cutter up and in, swung through it, strike 3. First punch out here for Bon Bon today. 1 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Tremendo, hitting 200 on the year. First pitch fastball down and in, fouled off by Tremendo, 0-1. Ball down and away, outside, 1-1. Cutter up and away, outside, 2-1. Two-seamer middle in, ripped foul, behind the plate, 2-2. Slider inside, misses, 3-2 the count. Seamer down and away, chased it low, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Bon Bon here to start the third. 2 down, and that'll bring up the pitcher slide Manuel East, who is rattled. He's also hitless on the year. This is fastball away, strike called, 0-1 as Bon Bon's now locked in. Ball inside, chopped on the ground to second, charging is Diaz. I'll throw to first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Bon Bon. 9 up and 9 down for her to start the day. To the fourth, it is still 7-0 Buzzards as we look to build the lead even more. Oliver, Shoei, and Mahoney due up here in the fourth. Leading off is Burnout. He's 1 for 2. 2 RBI double last time at the plate for him. First time he's batting without runners on base or even in scoring position as that slider catches the zone, 0-1. Fastball middle in is pulled foul by Oliver, 0-2 the count. Fastball up and away, hitting the hole to first, backhanded by Spiesel. Flips to East in time, 1 down. Next up is Shoei. He's 0 for 2. He has grounded out to shortstop twice today. Forkball in the dirt as it bounces, ball 1. Forkball hangs, line to left center. That's extra bases for Shoei, and he's going to be on there with his first hit of the game. It is a double. He is 1 for 3. He's on with 1 down, and that'll bring up Carter Mahoney, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles on the contest. He's also scored twice. Fastball up, driven by Mahoney to center field, hit particularly well. Kruger there to make the catch. Tagging and going, thinking about third was the runner, but we'll think better of it. 2 down, runner at second for Macias. He doubled in a run last time up. He's also singled today. He is 2 for 2. East down to tense mojo now as he's improved from rattled as that curveball is inside, ball 1. Fastball grounded up the middle. Nice play by Wynn on the hop, and that'll be in time to first to end the inning. First time since the first inning we have not scored. Bottom 4, we're still up 7 though. Kruger, Wynn, and Yamamoto due up. Kruger leading off. He is locked in now, 0 for 1 today. First pitch fastball low, ball 1. Slider inside misses, 2-0 to Kruger. Ball down and in. Lined up the third base line. Nice diving attempt by man, but it is Pat. First hit of the game for the wide loads. He'll think 2 out of the box, and he will be in there with a leadoff double. Swiner's throw would have dropped, but it would have been late anyway. Leadoff man on. Here's Wynn. He's 0 for 1 today and still rattled. First pitch cutter up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Slider inside misses, ball 1. Team down and away. Chop foul, 1-2. Tough at active for Wynn again. Fastball up and in, skied into left center. Winkelson coming on. He will make the catch for the first out of the inning. Runner remains at second. That's going to bring up Yamamoto. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball in middle of the zone. Skied to right. Mahoney back a few steps to his right, calls for it. Loads up a throw. Kruger tagging for third. Here comes the throw. Just late. 2 down, runner at third, and here is Spiesel, 0 for 1 with the ground at the shortstop for first time up. Powers left-hander outside pitch still active for her here. First pitch 2-seamer up and in is inside and high, ball 1. Curveball middle in, Spiesel fouls it back, 1-1 the count. First seamer up and in, that is high, 2-1. Cutter at the knees, line foul, 2-2. Slider up and in. Grounder up the third base line. Manning backhands it to first in time, and that's another 0 on the board for Bonbon. 4 shutout to start her day. To the 5th, it is still 7-0. Manning, Bonbon, and Winkelson do up. Manning leading off. He is 1 for 2 today. Singled last time at the plate. He's also scored a run. Fastball up, blew it by him, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, fouled off, 0-2 the count to Ed the Man Manning. Forkball down and in, lined at the middle. Easy catch for Wynn on the soft liner though, 1 down. Now to bring up Bonbon. Pitcher's 0 for 1 today. She has hit a sacrifice bunt and has also flown out. No, she lined out the second base, that's right. So soft liner. Slider inside misses, ball 1. Fastball outside, 2-0 the count. Slider at the knees, ripped into right field, base hit for Bonbon. She's on with her first hit of the year. She is 1 for 2 today. Runner on with 1 down for Wink. He lined out to left field last time up. He's also hit a 3-run homer and single today. And that will do it for Manuel East as he gives up 14 hits here, 4 in the third innings at work. Also 7 earned runs. 1 big home run ball. He doesn't strike anybody out, and he is in line for the loss. Coming out of the bullpen to replace him is the 7th-year right-hander, Beavens. Former nemesis hurler. Stevens on the year is 1-0. He has a 1.50 ERA and a 1.33 whip. In his 6 appearances this year, he's pitched 6 innings, 1 earned run given up with a 1.50 ERA and a 1.33 whip. He's got given up 6 hits, 2 walks, 1 homer. He struck out 7, batting average against a 250 on the year. First pitch to Wink. Fastball down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball middle in, skied by Wink to left center. Over for it is the left fielder Johnson. He'll make the catch, 2 down. Runner remains at first, and that'll bring up head of the class Diaz, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. He also singled in a run last time at the plate. Fastball inside misses, ball 1. Fastball down and away, in there, 1-1 the count. Fastball down and in, strike called, 1-2. Checks me outside on the heater, 2-2. Fastball down and in, line at the middle. Nice diving stop by Klein behind the bag, in time to first, and that will end the inning. Good web gem there to strand the inherited runner for Stevens out of the pen. Bottom 5, Hart, Johnson, and Klein to up here against Bonbon. Hank Hart leading off the inning. Catcher is 0 for 1 today. First pitch slider away, outside, ball 1. Four-seamer down and in, strike called, 1-1. Curveball middle away, ripped into the right field, into the corner it goes. Ball's giving chase, he'll run it down, 1 down. Next up is Stallion Johnson. He's 0 for 1 today. First was fastball down and in. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Cutter up and away. Fouled off. 0-2 the count. Go down and away. In the dirt. 1-2. Good take there by Johnson. You see him middle in, lined in the center. That is a base hit, and Johnson will have his first hit today. He is 1 for 2. That is only the second hit today for the wide load so far. Runner at first, 1 down for Titus Klein. The second baseman struck out swinging his first time up. He is 0 for 1. First was 2-seamer down and away. Outside strike called. 0-1. Slider middle of the plate. That is popped up to right field. Mahoney over to his left. Calls for it near the line, and he will put it away for the second out of the inning. 2 down runner at first, and that'll bring up Jose Tremendo, right fielder, also struck out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. First pitch cutter up and away, line to short in the hold. Nice diving attempt by Shoei, but it's just past him into left field. First and second now with 2 down, and that'll bring up the pitcher slot. Here's Binky Stevens. Will they let him bat? Yes, they will. First pitch cutter up, high from Bonbon, ball 1. 2-seamer away, lined into right field. Mahoney in a few steps, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Another 0 for Bonbon. She's through 5 shutout to start the day. To the 6th, Swiner, Oliver, and Shoei hard to line up for the Buzzards. Leading off the inning is Big Country. Buck is 2 for 3 today. He has singled twice. Fastball away from Stevens, misses, ball 1. Inside with the heater, 2-0. Fastball up and in, skied by Swiner to right center field. Coming over is the center fielder, Kruger. He will put it away, 1 down. Next up is Burnout. Catcher's 1 for 3 today. He has hit a 2 RBI double earlier in the game. Also popped out and flown out as that fastball's inside, 1-0. Fastball middle in, blew it by him, 1-1 the count. Fastball up and away, grounded to first, right at Spiesel. She'll make the play to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Shoei. He's 1 for 3 with a double last time at the plate. Fastball middle away, hitting the hole to second, past the diving Klein. That is a base hit. Second hit today for Shoei. He's 2 for 4, and that'll extend the inning here for Mahoney. Balls is 2 for 3 today. He has singled twice and flown out once. Fastball away, call strike the letters, 0-1. Inside heater misses, 1-1. Check swing inside on the heater, 2-1. Fastball up, hard grounder at the middle, base hit for Mahoney. His 3rd hit today. He is 3 for 4. First and second now with 2 down. Here's Macias. First baseman 2 for 3 today. He has hit an RBI double and a single. He's also grounded out last time at the plate. Fastball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball away, chopper in the hole to short. Reeve charges the slow grounder on to first, and that will end the inning. Bottom 6, we're still up 7. Kruger, Wynn, and Yamamoto do up against Bonbon. Kruger leading off, 1 for 2 today with a double. First pitch curveball down and away. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Forcing the middle in, foul back, 0-2 the count. Seam up and away. Chased at high, strike 3. 3rd punch up for Bonbon today. 1 down, and that'll bring up Reeve Wynn. Shortstop is 0 for 2. It's still rattled out there. First pitch cutter down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Slider away. Fouled off, 0-2. Tough at active again. Ground up the middle for Wynn. Nice diving play by Diaz to his right. Fires to first in time. 2 down. Now to bring up Yamamoto. He's 0 for 2 today. Still looking for his first hit on the day. Just like so many others, curveball inside misses. Almost hits him. Ball 1. Not even a flinch for Yamamoto, though. 2-seamer down in the way on the next pitch. Fouled off. 1-1. 4-seamer up. Lined in the gap. Left center. Swiner going over. Lays out. He missed it completely. That was a line drive, and he just whiffed. Double for Yamamoto. He's on with the 4th hit today for the wide loads as he's in scoring position with 2 down. Now to bring up Spiesel, 0 for 2 today. She is grounded out and flown out. First pitch slider up and in. Popped up down the first base line behind the bag. Macias dives out of his reach. That is a nice seeing eye single. Spiesel will drive in the first run of the game for the wide loads. It is 7-1. As Bonbon's no longer locked in. And that'll bring up catcher Hank Hart, who's 0 for 2. Fastball down in the way in the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Curveball inside. Beans hard on the back, and that's going to be another base runner here for the wide loads. 2 on, 2 down for Johnson. He's 1 for 2 today with a single, as Bonbon's now tense. Slider inside, strike called, 0-1. Not intentional on that beanball, and thankfully it was a breaking ball, so that fastball catches the outside corner. 0-2 the count now. Cutter up and away. Outside, 1-2. Slider up and in. Inside and high, 2-2. Two-seamer down and in. Chased it inside, strike 3. Fourth punch up for Bonbon, and that ends the inning. But she does give up the shutout as a run scores on a blue base hit single down the line by Spiesel. 7-1 to the 7th. Manning, Bonbon, and Wink do up. Leading off the inning is Ed the Man Manning. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. Check on Bonbon's pitch count real quick. It's only at 69. Nice. She's in her at least. See if she can get through 7 here. Fastball high to Manning. Ball 1. Blew it by him on the heater away. 1-1. Fastball middle in. Hard ground at the middle. Base hit for Manning. He is 2 for 4 now. So that's his second single today. He's on to start the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher Bonbon, who singled last time up. She is 1 for 2. Still tense after beating the batter last inning. Changeup away. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Sorry, that was a heater. Fastball middle away. Popped up. Shallow right center. In on it Kruger. He'll call off the right fielder and put it away for the first out. Runner at first, 1 down for Wink. He's 2 for 4. He has hit a 3-run homer and single today. And that'll do it for Mickey Stevens as he goes 3 innings in relief out of the bullpen. Coming in behind him is long reliever, former Buzzards starter, Bradley Bowler. And the other part of the double switch taking over in left field is backup first baseman Rafael Gonzalo, as Stallion Johnson will exit. Bowler in his 7th year is 0-1 this season. He has an 0.93 ERA and an 0.83 whip. 1 run given up in his 6 appearances, totaling 9 2/3 innings. He's given up 5 hits, 3 walks, and struck out 10. Batting average against on the year is 143. Bowler was an original Buzzards member, being a starter and then a reliever for us for the first 2 years of this series before we had to let him go, unfortunately. He's locked in coming into this appearance. Strike in there with the letter is 0-1. Here up and away high, 1-1. That one's high on the heater as well, 2-1. Fastball middle in, ripped down the left field line, just foul by Wink, 2-2. Chased it inside, strike 3. First punch up for Bowler, 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up Diaz, who's 2 for 4 today with 2 singles and an RBI. Change it down and away, strike called from Bowler, 0-1. Fastball outside is fouled off, 0-2 the count now to Diaz, as he looks to protect the plate here. Fastball inside, pops it up, shallow left center. In on at the left fielder, he will put it away as Gonzalo makes the catch. Bottom 7th, it is still 7-1. Klein, Tremendo, and Gonzalo do up against Bonbon. Klein leading off, he's over 2 today, still looking for his first hit on the contest. This was fastball middle away. Driven to center field by Klein, hit pretty well. Winkelson going back to the warning track, he'll call for it and make the catch, 1 down. I'll bring up Tremendo, 1 for 2 today with a single. His curveball down in the way in the dirt as it bounces, ball 1. Two-seamer down and in is low, 2-0. Four-seamer down in the way, chop foul behind the plate, 2-1. Better up and in, line at the middle, base hit for Tremendo, his first hit today, he's 1 for 3. That'll bring up Gonzalo, getting his first at bat of the game. He's hitting 125 on the season. First pitch cutter, down at the knees, low, ball 1. Fire inside, misses, 2-0. Seamer up high, 3-0. Seamer middle of the plate, strike called, 3-1. Right at the knees, grounded at the middle. Pass to diving Diaz. That is a base hit for Gonzalo. As he is on, 2 down, 2 on, 1 down now for the Buzzards as they're in business here in the 7th. Here's Kruger, 1 for 3 today with the double. First pitch curveball up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Seamer down and in is low, 1-1. Cutter away. Fouled off, 1-2. Seamer inside, ripped to left on the line, right at Swiner. He'll make the catch, 2 down. Runners remain at first and second for the Buzzards. That'll bring up Reeve Wynn. Shortstop 0 for 3 today and rattled. Slider down and in, low in the dirt, ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing strike, 1-1. Cutter up and in, high, 2-1. Two-seamer down and away is outside, 3-1. Curveball down and in. Inside ball 4. First walk from Bon as the bases will be loaded here with 2 down in the 7th. Yamamoto due up next. 1 for 3 with the double. Big spot for Yamamoto to get him back in it. We'll be good up. 7 hits and a walk. I think it's time to take Bon out. Pitch count's just getting up there too high. Already to 88. We will go to the bullpen here. She goes 6 2/3 innings. 7 hits given up, 1 earned run. She has given up 7 hits, struck out 4 batters, walked 1, and unintentionally hit a batter as well. She will leave with a quality start for now, but if all the runners on base score, it will no longer be a quality start. Coming out of the bullpen here for us. Going to be Hesto Despot, the right-hander. Despot making his 3rd appearance of the season. In his first 2, he's got no record. He's given up 3 earned runs for a 6.75 ERA and a 150 WHIP. He's thrown 4 innings, 6 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has struck out 5 batters. Batting average against is .333 on the year for Hesto as he looks to get out of the bases-loaded jam. First pitch two-seamer up to Yamamoto. Strike called with the letters 0-1 as Yamamoto loses his power of contact for his left-hander trait here against the right-hander Despot. Curveball down and away. Line to short. Shoei dives, makes the catch to his right, and that ends the inning as Despot strands the bases-loaded jam. To the 8th, it is 7-1. Swiner, Oliver, and Shoei do up here against Bowler. See if we swung the momentum back in our favor. Here's Big Country. 2 for 4 today with 2 singles facing the locked-in Bowler. Slider low, ball 1. Change up outside, 2-0. Change up at the knees, pulled foul, 2-1. Fastball down the middle, blew it by, 2-2 the count. Fastball middle in, line to first, easy catch for Spiesel on the soft liner, 1 down. That'll bring up Burnout, 1 for 4 today with a 2 RBI double. Change up away, fastball away misses, ball 1. That one's high, 2-0. Fastball down the middle, foul ball out of play, thankfully, 2-1. Slider in the dirt, 3-1. Chased it inside, full count now. Change up, sky down the left field line by Oliver as it carries into the corner, but it will hang up there for Gonzalo to make the catch, 2 down. That will bring up Shoei, 2 for 4 today with a double and a single at the plate. Bowler now on fire. Fastball inside, strike called, 0-1. Fastball middle in, sky by Shoei to left center, over for Gonzalo. He'll call off Kruger and make the catch for a 1-2-3 8th inning. Bottom 8, it's still 7-1 though. Spiesel, Hart, and Bowler do up here for the Buzzards. Spiesel leads off, 1 for 3 today with her RBI single early last time at the plate. So far the only run for the Buzzards. Still has her outside pitch trait active, however she did lose her power versus left-hander trait. First fastball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in, check swing inside, 1-1. You see middle in, check swing strike called, 1-2 count. Down and in, swung through it, strike 3. First punch up for Despot. 1 down, and that'll bring him Hank Hart. Catcher 0 for 2 today. He was hit by a pitch last time up, though, to load the bases. However, as he gets fastball blown by him is still hitless. And still tense. No, he's not tense. Never mind. 0-1 the count. Using him at the knees. Grounded to short. Right at Shoei. Make the play to first. 2 down. Base is still empty for Bowler, who's on fire. Pinch hitter coming. It is center fielder Batch Wilson, 7th-year player, hitting a .190 off the bench with a homer and an RBI this year. Contact for his right-hander is active, though. Seamer up and away. High, ball 1. Seamer at the knees. Strike call, 1-1. Curveball up. Wilson pops it up to right. Mahoney over a few steps, now back a few steps, makes the catch on the fly ball, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Despot. To the 9th, we're still up 7-1, as coming out of the bullpen is rookie closer, Blind Harshwinter. Mahoney, Macias, and Manning do up here against the rookie. We'll see how he does. Mahoney leading off balls is 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. Looking at Harshwinter's numbers. Rookie in his inaugural season has made 2 appearances. He's given up 1 run, which was unearned, so his ERA is at 0. He has a no record, and he has a 150 whip. In his 2 appearances, he's thrown an inning and a third, giving up 2 hits and a strikeout with 1 hit batsman. Batting average against .286 on the year. First pitch to Mahoney. Curveball at the knees, chopped to second, backhanded by Klein. He'll make the easy play to first, 1 down. Next up will be Atticus Macias, first baseman, 2 for 4 today. He has hit an RBI double and singled today. Slider low, ball 1. Slider middle in, chop to second, easy play for Klein. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty for the man, Ed Manning, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Strike inside on the heater, 0-1. Fastball down and in, chop to second. Busy inning for Klein as he makes all 3 outs. 1-2-3 inning for Harshwinter. Bottom 9, last chance for the Wild Loads. They are down 6. Klein, Tremendo, and Gonzalo do up. Klein leading off 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. He is tense. Despot going for the final 7-out save as that strike is called at the letters, 0-1. So chop through it. 2-seamer down and away is low, 1-1. Change it down and in. Chop to second. Shortstop, Shoei charges, makes the play to first, 1 down. That'll bring up Tremendo, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. First pitch curveball down and in. Chopped in front of the plate. Fair ball. Oliver to first with it. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty. Last chance is Gonzalo for the Wild Loads. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Let's change it down in the way. Strike called. 0-1. 2-seamer up and in. High. 1-1. Curveball up and away. Swung through it. 1-2 the count. Fastball middle in, blew it by him, strike 3. Second punch up for Despot, 1-2-3, 9th inning for him as well, as the Buzzards lock it down easily today, finishing with a 7-1 victory, taking down the last place Wild Loads, who fall to 1-6. And with that win, we are above 500 for the first time this year. We are now 4-3 on the season. Good offensive day once again as we almost get to double-digit runs. We do get double-digit hits once more. Fortunately, we could not capitalize late in the game as we went cold there at the end of it. Good pitching day for us overall. Only 1 earned run given up by Bon Bon, which was on a bullshit base hit down the line, so it is what it is. Bullpen also threw 2 1/3 scoreless innings out of the pen, so love to see it. Everybody in our lineup got a hit today except Despot, who did not get to bat. 3-run homer today for outfield Winkleson was the big blow to get the scoring started. We had a 2 RBI double from Oliver, an RBI single from Diaz, and an RBI double from Macias. On the other side for the Wild Loads, everybody got a hit today except for Wynn, Hart, Wilson, the pinch hitter, also Klein, East, and Stevens. Only RBI today was on that base hit by Spiesel down the right field line. 2 hits, though, for Tremendo to pace the team. Pitching lines, Bon Bon gets the win. Quality start for her. 6 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit batsman, 1 earned run surrendered, 5 strikeouts. She improves to 2-0 on the year. Despot goes 7 scoreless outs out of the bullpen for 2 1/3 innings, striking out 2. No save for him, though, as it was well in hand at that point. On the other side, Manuel East, only 4 1/3 innings. He gives up 14 hits, 7 earned runs on 1 homer. He falls to 0-2. ERA balloons up to almost 10. Scoreless for the bullpen, though, as Stevens, Bowler, and Harshwinter combined for 4 2/3 scoreless out of the pen, giving up only 3 hits with 1 strikeout between the 3 of them. Player of the game is the Wink. He had the big 3-run homer. Following him is Bon Bon with her quality start. And then Macias with his RBI double and 2 runs scored. Not a bad line there. Another victory in the books. And now we're on a 3-game winning streak. You love to see it. Alright, that is going to be... Alright, let's move on here. Look around the league real quick. Alrighty, first move. Blowfish signed Madoka Hayata, the veteran, as they cut Brian Lloyd, the third baseman. The Devin Godsendes is going to the Jacks as he'll replace Sammy Shigatani as the Jacks look to keep their season alive. Cooper is released by the B-Wolves for Razzie Dazzler as... Finally say adios to the third baseman. The final move, Kimmy Smoke is released by the Jacks as they bring in recently released catcher Arm Spears. Okay, solid moves all around. Let's go ahead and sim up to the next game here. Alright, first game of the sim, Grapplers versus Heaters. Grapplers win easily 7-3 as they improve to 3-4. Heaters drop to 5-2. Sawteeth win 5-4 in 10 innings over the Moose. Overdogs need a rally here, but they fall short to the Nemesis 8-5 as the Nemesis keep pace with the Crocodons. Both at 5-2 now. Jacks beat the Wideloads 6-4 as they take care of business and tie us. Evils win 4-0 in a shutout over the Nemesis. That's a big upset there. Hot Corners beat the Wild Pigs 5-1. Sandcats beat the Sawteeth 4-2 in a pitcher's duel. And the Heaters win 5-4 in 11 innings to get revenge on the Grapplers as they move to 6-2, ending the short 2-game skid. So despite us taking care of business, Crocodons do not play in the sim, so we're still a game back. Nemesis win 1 and lose 1 to remain half a game out of first. Jacks win their only game in the sim, and the Overdogs drop their only game. So we're looking pretty good. We finish our non-divisional opponent record this season at 4-1. The only team we lost to is the first place Heaters. We managed to beat every other team in the Epic Division this year, so that's a good sign. Let's see if we can be competitive, though, in our own division, as we are only 1-1 this year against teams from our division. I think. Let me check that, actually. No, we're actually 0-2. We have dropped 1 of the Overdogs and 1 to the Nemesis, so we need to win games against our team. Next episode is going to be a big one for us. It is a doubleheader against the division-leading Crocodons, so expect a long episode there. On the mound for Game 1 for us, coming in at 4-3, it will be Trenton Deputy. He has no record, a 4.50 ERA, and a 1.17 WHIP. And on the mound for the Crocodons, it is Raul Strikes, the 7th-year vet. Crocs coming into the game at 5-2. Strikes is tense. He is 0-1 with a 12.60 ERA and a 2.20 WHIP. Alrighty, let's go ahead and look at player development here, see what moves we can make. Alright, we said we were going to ignore this one for Shoei because we can't afford it. We won't afford it. Doherty's hurt right now, so she's not going to be playing to make use, so it seems like a waste of money. Coming over to Griffith, that is a solid one. I do like the accuracy for him. One velo's not bad either. Winkleson, does he need more contact? Not really. That's a little expensive as well, so probably not going to be able to afford that one. Swiner getting the arm with the trait. That is the other good one here on the board. This one for Hurls, we can't afford it yet, and he's a bench player anyway, so he's not going to get to use it. So, again, seems like a waste of money. So it's between Griffith and Swiner. Swiner doesn't really need the arm per se, but he does get a shot at a trait, whereas Griffith's is just a regular accuracy upgrade. I think Griffith is solid for now. I think we go in this one for Swiner. I mean, there's a chance for a trade. Let's get it. Why not? Let's go for it. Only going to get the 6 arm, which is fine. He's up to an 83 now. And he got the trait. Yeah, it was worth it. High pitch activated now for Swiner. And now he's an A overall, tying Worrymore for the best hitter in our lineup overall-wise. That is awesome. You love to see it. All right. Alright, let's set the lineup here, and we'll call it a day. Alrighty, so leading off for us will be head of the class Diaz second. Following him is backup catcher Jade Norris in for the tired Oliver. Batting third out in right field, fully healed up from his knee injury, is Worry Less will Worry More. Batting fourth in left field is Buck Swiner. He'll be showing off his new trait next episode, that high pitch he just got. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, Shoei. Batting sixth out in center will be the Wink. Batting seventh at first base is backup Atticus Macias. Batting eighth at third base is Ed the Man Manning. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Trenton Deputy. And that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Big win out there today as we took care of business easily against the Wide Loads, 7-1 the final. Third win in a row for us as we're now above 500 for the first time this season at 4-3. Taking on the division-leading Crocodons next episode in a doubleheader. Some wins here will definitely put us in contention for the division title. Let's see if we can compete with our own division, as we are winless this year against teams from our division this season. Hopefully we can turn it around. Made it this deep in the video, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support as always. Thanks for sticking around and listening to me ramble here for damn near 50-some minutes. If you haven't already, on Twitch, hit the follow button down below to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and a link to Twitch is down below in the description. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off.